We're here with women's basketball head coach Peterson Abiad. And Coach, can you give us your overall thoughts on today's victory at Morehead State?
Well, I don't think we played very well at all. This was a tough game for us. We didn't perform well on the offensive end or the defensive end. Defensively, they were running very few sets at us, and we just couldn't get stops. Offensively, we never really got in the flow. We hit some shots when we needed to, and we shot really well from the free throw line, which helped to give us the win. But overall, it was a little disappointing that we didn't come out and play better. Of course, we're celebrating the win, but we just feel like we can play better than that.
Now, although you were a little bit disappointed in the performance, it was another grind-out victory for you. Can you talk about your team and how they play the entire game?
Yeah, I mean, I think they have it in their minds that this is the way it's going to be, and they just focus on what we need to do right now. They don't dwell on what just happened, or unless if it's something that we can learn from, if it's a play that we didn't defend properly, they tend to take in that information. But if it was a mistake that was made, they do a good job of letting it go so that we can just be in the moment and do what needs to be done to complete the game. And I thought we did a decent job of that today.
Kirsten Green finished with 22 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists. Can you talk about her performance?
Yeah, Kirsten came out of the gates shooting it really well. I mean, they were sitting in a zone, and she was able to hit a couple of shots. I could tell she was, feeling pretty good about her shot. So we called a couple of plays for her. She knocked down some threes in the corner early in the, in the first half, which sort of ignited our offense. And then I thought she was very steady, scoring throughout the entire game, and hit some big buckets for us when we had gone stagnant offensively. She also does a nice job of getting the ball to people. She had a couple of really nice passes in transition to help us get easy buckets. So, Kirsten's having to play a lot of minutes and doing a lot of things for us now. I'm proud of the way she's playing.
You also got good minutes from Allison Mitchell today. Can you talk about her performance?
Yeah, Allison's was solid. I mean, she has sort of been growing into this, position, and with all the injuries that we've had, Allison's always been a very consistent player, but she was playing behind some kids, and now this opportunity has come for her to get some minutes on the floor, and she's taking full advantage of that. I'm guessing she had a career high with 10 points and 5 rebounds, and I know she had an assist and a block and a steal, and she did some really good things for us. But she just brings us, I think the rest of the team feels very comfortable that she's going to be solid. She's going to be solid, she's going to make the hustle plays, and she's going to be fundamentally sound, boxing out and those type of things. So Allison's really growing as a player, and I appreciate how much she's stepping up, in the absence of some of our injured players.
As a team, you grabbed a season-high 45 rebounds today. Can you talk about your rebounding performance?
Well, that probably correlates with the season-high missing shots as well. But yeah, I think we did an all right job on the boards. I say that knowing that was a high number for us, but I thought in the second half we controlled the defensive boards pretty well. We didn't allow a lot of offensive rebounds, which sort of hurt us earlier in the game. From an offensive standpoint, we got some key rebounds. I think there was just perhaps more shots taken, quicker shots on their end. They don't have a long series in their offense, so they take pretty quick shots, which makes for more possessions and more rebounds. So I think that correlates to the high number.
Next up, you face Ohio University. What will you take from this game into that game?
Well, that game is going to be really different from this game. That game is going to be more similar to the Niagara game in that they run a continuity offense that is cutting and moving and curling and popping and lots of screening, and there's going to be a great need for communication defensively. We gave up a lot of really easy baskets tonight, and we cannot afford to do that against OU. And their type of offense it just forces you to concentrate throughout the entire possession, and it's very fast moving and it's constant movement. So we need to be prepared for that. So we've got a lot of work to do ahead of us as far as getting prepared for the next step here.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.